Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a very dark and sultry and smoky look for New Year's. I was thinking I was going to make this one a no product makeup review, but I will be mentioning some of the products that I will be using. If I don't mention anything, everything is linked down below, and I do encourage you to look within your collection for similar looking products to recreate the look at home. You definitely don't have to use exactly what I'm using, but for eyeshadow specifically, I do want to show you what I'm going to be reaching for so that it's easier for you to look within your collection if you have something similar. Anyways, if you're excited for the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to get my hair out of my face and I don't have anything else near me other than this thing, so this is what we're going with. First things first, my favorite eyeshadow primer. Mine is the Rare Beauty one. I am obsessed, and I'm just going to put it all over, tapping and swiping with a concealer brush. And then these right here are the two palettes I'm going to use. And here's why. I definitely want to use this color right here. This is a black shimmer shade with like rainbow sparkles, and I feel like it's very appropriate for the New Year's. But I don't want to use the matte shades that come in this palette. I want to use the matte shades that come in this palette right here, because I want to use these cool tone matte shades on the crease of my eye and then just put that black matte shadow in the center. Then I might use this color for the inner corner. I haven't decided on that yet, but that is the reason that I am reaching for both of these palettes for today's video. If this palette right here is still on sale on the Pat McGrath website, know that this is a limited edition holiday palette. It will be discontinued, and I am pretty obsessed with it. I do highly recommend it. I want to reach for it all the time, and so I don't know, if you like shimmery eyeshadow looks, I think you will like it. So first things first, this transition shade right here, and I'm going to apply it on the crease of my eye, back and forth with a big fluffy brush. This one is my Refer number 16. I really need to clean all of my brushes. They are so dirty, and this was just the first fluffy brush I saw. Check it out right there. Okay, so this is the perfect transition color for any cool toned looks you want to go with. And let's of course repeat on this side. If anything looks different, I had to redo my eyebrows because when I put this on, I effed them up really bad. But I am back and that transition color is blended on my crease, so let's keep going. With my Refer number 1 brush, which is my favorite pinched brush, I'm going to go into this darker cool tone brown right here. And I'm going to tap it on the outer corner of the eye and start tapping it into the crease ever so slightly. I am going to be putting a black shade across the eyelid, but I do still like to kind of go step by step as if I was doing a halo eye type of a look, because I find that whenever I do that, it transitions very nicely from the eyelid to the crease. So I put the dark shade, concentrating it on the outer and inner corners of the eye, and now I'm just going to blend it through the center. And with the thick side of the brush, I'm going to start diffusing it into the crease color. Just little back and forth swiping motions. Okay, let's do the same thing on this eye. Just blend. Okay, so now I do think I want to reach for a matte color from this palette. I want to do the very dark brown right here with the same brush, and intensify the outer and inner corners of the eye with it. I tapped it first and now I am blending it into the rest of the colors. I guess I didn't want to be as cool toned as I thought initially that I wanted to be, because now I feel like this was the best next step type of a thing. So let me just blend everything really nicely. And when I like hold right here is so that my eye folds a little less, like my skin on my eye. I feel like it just helps blend things even better, even faster, you know, having a little bit of a tight pull on my skin. So let me do the same thing on this side. And the next step is to grab this sparkly black shade right here. And I'm going to pat it all over my eyelid. I'm using my number 2 brush from Refer, adding more little by little so that I can get a really nice coverage all over the eyelid with it. Okay, so now that we have it all over the eyelid, it's gonna blend well with the rest of the work we did on the crease. So I'm grabbing the number 1 brush from Refer that I use for the dark crease shades. Nothing added to it. I'm just going to run it through the edge of the sparkly black, make it diffuse upwards a little bit so that it blends with the matte shades. Just back and forth right there. With the tip of my finger, I'm grabbing a little bit more of the sparkly matte just to really intensify it nicely. And this right here is the top of the eyes, nice and dark and sultry and smoky. Let's start working on complexion. We'll finish up the eyes later. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is totally a New Year's Eve type of a look, in my opinion. Oh, and I did get a little bit of fallout down here, so I'm going to clean it. I feel like the main purpose of this video is to show you guys how to not be scared of a very dark smoky eye, because I totally used to be. And when I do it like this, step by step, little by little, I feel a lot more confident in what I'm doing, and I end up really loving the results. So to start working on complexion, I'm going to do my eye cream first and just distribute it with my ring finger all under my eyes. And then I'm going to moisturize, because makeup always goes so much nicer on top of moisturized skin. And I am dry as a desert, so personally I need it. So next I'm going to use a primer. This is like a nice glowy primer that still covers up my pores and hides them a little bit. It's the Gucci primer, which I feel like I've neglected for most of the year, and I recently remembered that I really liked it. I'm going to use a little bit of color corrector right underneath my eyes here, where I have a little bit of purpliness going on. And for foundation, I just got a restock of my Pat McGrath foundation, which I'm obsessed with, and I missed it, so that's what I'm going to use. Very, very liquidy and so natural looking. I love it. By the way, Paula's Choice just sent me this sweater jumper today, and it's really, really cute. It looks kind of like distressed. I think it says something here. Beauty begins with truth. I love it. And since I also just restocked on my Pat McGrath concealers, I'm going to try L5, which I've never used before. Not bad, not bad. I thought it was going to be too yellow, and it is not. I might actually like it even better than L6. We'll see once I blend it out, but L6 was never a highlighting color on me. It was just always the same color as my foundation pretty much. The Pat McGrath concealer is spectacular. I absolutely love it. Alright, I'm loving that. I feel like with this very dark smoky look, a highlighter under eye is going to look good. Okay, so let's talk New Year's resolutions. I would definitely love if you want to share your New Year's resolutions with us. Let us know down in the comments section. I'm never one to make New Year's resolutions, but I definitely need to get my ass to the gym. I need to make time for that. Now that I can make my own schedule and work on my own time, I should have zero excuses not to be going to the gym. And I need it for my health. So that would definitely be a New Year's resolution for me. I know that's kind of like everybody's New Year resolution, but like I really need to. And my husband and I signed up to the gym a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago, and we went for like a month, and then I just kind of got busy. Like December has been a busy month for me because I wanted to spend time with my family, and I also wanted to go on a little trip, and I also wanted to upload daily videos to my YouTube channel. And so that was a lot to put into 1 month, and so really, truthfully, I don't think that I could have made time this month, but starting January 1st or whenever I get back from Miami, I really need to plan my schedule around me going to the gym daily. So I'm saying it on here. You guys can hold me accountable I just need to make it to the gym. Okay, I'm going to set everything. Besides that New Year's resolution, I definitely want to continue to come up with creative ideas and like videos that you guys like. I want to post a lot of content for next year. I want to travel more next year than I did this one. I don't know if making it to the other side of the pond to Europe can be a resolution, but I definitely want to do that in 2022. Okay, I cleaned my reference number 16 brush, and see how this looks very dark and then my nose looks very white. So I'm going to grab the darkest of the two shades in my Charlotte bronzer right here, and I'm going to connect my eye look to my nose. That was very dark. Maybe I should have grabbed the lighter shade. Darn it. I think my brush might have not been fully dry yet either. Love that for me. Okay, blend it with the sponge. That did it. Okay, I'm going to go into this shade right here. Just kidding. And we are going to do the same though. Connect the eye look to the nose with the lighter shade. And down here. Alrighty, so sort of like this. Okay, so let's finish up the eye look. I'm going into my dark brown right here, right down there with a pencil brush. And I'm going to blend it underneath my lower lash line, back and forth, right here. Alright, doing the same thing on the other eye. And with my transition shade from this one, I am going to smoke it out. Just back and forth, and this is my reference number 26 brush, which is like a big pencil brush. Nice and tapered, very soft on the tip. For my waterline, I used the Chanel eyeliner in 944. I meant to use my 30 Marine, but it doesn't matter because both of them look very, very dark, almost black, and I just wanted something dark on the waterline. Unfortunately, this one that I wore has been discontinued, which is why I was going to reach for the number 31, but they are both going to do the job. Okay, so all I'm missing is an inner corner shade, and you can do like a silver, you can do a highlighty type of a gold. I'm going to go with like an iridescent blue color just because I have this palette in front of me. So I'm going to use this one right here. But if you want to match it to whatever you're wearing for New Year's, definitely take that into account and then just put whatever shade of highlighter you think will look best on the inner corner, because the rest of the eye is black shimmery smoky eye, so it doesn't really have a color, so you can match it with anything. I'm going to blend it in right here just a little bit. I'm using my reference number 28 brush, so just tap it and blend it in a little bit. Okay, just like this. This is the dark, sultry, sexy, smoky eye pretty much finished. We just have to do a little bit of mascara and some lashes. But I think I am going to leave that for later. I am done with the eyeshadows and I really like the way this looks. Let's contour this face. I think I'm going to go in with my Charlotte contour. I already did my nose with the bronzer, so I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm going to blend it in with my sponge. Alrighty, so the contour is blended, and I am going to go back with my Charlotte palette in the lightest bronzer shade and just set it all. I love the finish of these bronzing powders because they're not shiny, but they do look very, very natural and they blend so nicely. Okay, here's the bronzer blended. Let's do some blush next. I want to do something nice and cool tone for the blush, so I'm going to use Flirtation by Pat McGrath and just pat it on my cheeks with my reference number 5 brush. And for highlighter, I'm going to use La Costa from Alamar Cosmetics, just right here. And I'm just going to blend it back and forth with this Wayne number 4 brush. A little more blush to blend in the highlighter. Just tapping and swiping it a bit. And I'm going to put on mascara and lashes. I'm debating between these two. These are from Velour. They were super kind and sent them my way. I think I'm going to go with the more natural looking ones, which are in the style Flawless. I will have these linked below, and I believe that they told me I have a discount code with them now, so I'll find it and I'll put it down below as well. Okay, I am back with my velour lashes on, and I want to do this new lipstick that I got from Pat McGrath recently. The color is Peep Show, and it's like a really nice nude shade that I think will complement this eye really nicely because I want the eyes to be the center of attention. So for a lip liner, I'm actually going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Love Trap lip liner. This one's like a mid-tone neutral brown type of a shade. Okay, so here's the lip liner applied, and I'm going to use my Peep Show lipstick in the center. Okay, let's see. I'm going to grab a small synthetic brush and blend the edges. Just by swiping it over the edges, that'll do it. A little bit more of the lip liner. Okay, and so that is the lipstick blended, and this right here is the final look. Let me just put a little bit of setting spray on. Okay, so now for real, this right here is the final New Year's Eve look. Absolutely love it. I have been meaning to like do this sparkly smoky eye. I did something very similar when I did the 5 Looks 1 palette with this palette, but I just only showed you like my eyeball. I didn't show you the entire face, and so this right here is kind of what I had in mind, and I absolutely love it. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe before you leave. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.